here's what I realized, okay? Here's what I realized, and here's what we do inside of Project Nuclear, right? If you don't know what Project Nuclear is, I'll tell you about it in a minute. You can decide if it sucks or it's great, up to you, really. So essentially, there's 4 different main phases that someone needs to go through to be able to really scale a sustainable, scalable, multi-7-figure business. So not a business that's going up and down. You have a month of 400,000, a month of 100,000, a month of 500,000, a month of 200,000. So first off, and if you don't know what the ROI method is, I'm not going to go into it today. You can search in your browser. We might have a link there, theroimethod.com. You can go into the rabbit hole. All it is a methodology for marketing and sales. Here's the thing. If you cannot get your marketing and sales automatic and you don't have people that are willing to work with you and you're getting a steady flow of perfect clients looking to pay the perfect price that have a connection to you and your brand, you can't scale a business. I mean, you can scale a bit, you can scale a hustle, but you can't scale a business without that. So the first part is being able to get your messaging in, your positioning, your offer, your omnipresence. And ROI stands for relevancy, omnipresence, and intimacy. So essentially, I say the best way to be able to market to someone is to be relevant to them. So to have the right messaging, have the right offer, the right positioning, the right unfair advantage, all these different types of things. Then create this blue ocean approach so you're relevant to these types of people, and then show up to them all the time. And the omnipresence and the intimacy utilizes a lot of different scientific, psychological behaviors and functions that we know work because there's so much science backed up in it and so much research backed up in it. So I created a methodology to make it so that you understand how to make it work really well. And if you implement that, you create the first level of baseline, okay? So you have a bunch of people that want to work with you, right? So what happens when you got a bunch of people that want to work with you? Then the rest of the business literally deteriorates in front of your eyes, okay? So now the problem is you have an operations and delivery and team problem, okay? So, and again, I'm not going to go into this today, but the ELPS protocol, okay? The ELPS protocol essentially is what we've developed to be able to help you on the operations client delivery, to be able to make it so that you have all these people coming in wanting what you have, and now we got to be able to create a system to be able to deliver it. Because I guarantee you, if you have 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, if I tell you, you know what, Paul, how many new clients could you take, right? Or how many more leads do you need? Typically, most of the time, if I say, hey, I can give you, and this happens a lot, and this is why we developed this protocol. We launched this methodology. It broke so many people's businesses. We had to launch a second methodology to fix the fact that everyone's businesses kept on breaking from having too many leads and too many people wanting to work with them, right? So first, we fix the marketing and sales problem. Then we fix the operations and team problem. Then after that, so after you have, marketing and sales sort of, I don't want to say fixed. I'll say accelerate it. We then want to be able to accelerate the back end. And then we implement the playbook. Now the playbook's essentially how everything works, because if you have to be the one that knows how everything works and your team is not empowered, if you don't have the right culture, if you don't have the right systems and processes in every single part of your business, everything from your finances to your operations to your client delivery, things are going to break down and they're going to continually come back to you. But worse off, it's going to make it really difficult to be able to scale up in a profitable way, okay? So the whole idea here is that things get more profitable. When you put marketing out at first, it's going to be less profitable, but you have the right client delivery, right operations, you're going to have higher lifetime value. It's going to allow you to build ascension levels. It's going to be able to allow you to build in monthly recurring revenue, because you don't want to just have revenue that's coming in every single month. You want monthly recurring revenue. You want to be able to have continuity programs. You want to be able to wake up the day that I woke up and I had more money coming in on a monthly recurring revenue than my expenses was the day that my business just became so easy for me, because everything I did was now working on a profitable endeavor, okay, or a profitable advantage. And then finally is the machine, okay? So here's basically what happens. And I know I'm front-pacing this a little bit, and I'm trying to lead you in to the whole idea that Project Nuclear is the best idea for you if you're over $50,000 a month in your online business. Quite honestly, that is the truth, right? The reason I have conviction, the reason I'm telling you this, because I don't think there's anything else out there better than this for being able to scale an online business. If it was, I'd either acquire it or I'd partner with them. So, quite honestly, from all the results I've seen, everything I've seen out there, it's just literally the best. Now, the playbook creates the operational side and the back end side. The machine allows you to get out, okay? So you build the business, the machine allows you to get out. Because if entrepreneurs work more than 10 hours, 5 to 10 hours per week in their business, even on their business, they start going completely wonky, okay? Especially once you get to 2 million, 3 million, 4 million on a yearly basis. Because once you get to a point where you have more money than you need, you have to figure out a reason why to keep working, okay? Because here it's easy. But if you do not get to having it as a machine that is ran by somebody else inside of the business, if you do not get to a place where you have the right help from a mindset perspective, you're going to do what I did, which is completely go off the rails. And thankfully, that happened back in the past, and I'm not blowing up businesses anymore. Because see, we want to build businesses where you don't have to blow it up. We want to build businesses that are based upon you, your authentic self, but also not reliant upon you, right? You got to realize that there's a difference between you being the business owner and, of course, you being the business. And that is the difference here. So overall, and inside of Project Nuclear, we do this over just over a year, where we bring you through this 4-step process. Each part is 4 months. And essentially what we do is we bring you through the 4 phases of being able to stabilize the front, the marketing, stabilize the back end, and then, of course, be able to build a sustainable and really self-sufficient business that delivers value on a day-to-day basis, regardless of what you are bringing into the business itself. It doesn't mean that you're retiring anytime soon. It just means it allows you to build a business better. And if you're anything like me, once you get to the machine level, you're like, all right, what else can I do? What else do I really want to do? And this is what led me to being here right now and talking to you right now, because I realized, you know what? If I want to be able to change the world, I have to have thousands of people like me that are really value-centric and that are wanting to be able to be amplifiers in our world and to be more than just an entrepreneur. And that only happens when you have a business that's profitable, that's sustainable, and that's scalable, that doesn't rely on you being there 50, 60 hours a week. Because that's not the life that anybody wants to live. And that's not the life where you're living up to your fullest potential. So what do? So you know what you need to do. You have all these different pieces. You need to be working on the pillars. You need to be working on all this type of stuff. So what do? So what I did, okay, over the past number of years, I hired mentors and coaches and advisors and therapists and went to masterminds and events and all these different types of things. Like the list is endless. How much money you have to spend in order to grow and know what to actually do, and then have the mindset to be able to do it, and then figure out the finances. It's a lot. It's a ton, right? So, and all these people cost a lot of money, right? Mentors and all these different types of people. And then also don't forget about hiring the actual support you need for the implementation side. And then you don't even know, do I even have the right strategy? And is this strategy just something that I made up and I think it's going to work because I might be a little delusional and I don't know if this is going to work? Because remember, entrepreneurs, we're really good at being delusional. We're really good at being in reality distortion field, right? So what do? Right? This is the part of this conversation where I'm like, hey, Project Nuclear, you should probably apply. So it's why I created Project Nuclear. So origin story time. I kept on working with people, kept on mentoring people, right? And they kept on having a lot of success, right? And so whenever people have success, it kind of the word travels and so on and so forth. But I had a problem, all right? People need more than mentoring. People need coaching. People need advisory. People need help on all the pillars. Got to tell you, I'll be very honest with you, not great at operations, not great at finance. I'm really good at marketing, really good at sales, really good at mindset. Those are my 3 out of the pillars, the 3 pillars. Those are the ones that I'm really good at. But you know what? There's other people out there that are really good at those other things. So what I decided about over a year ago now, I decided I was going to take all the pieces, all right? I was going to take all the pieces so that I was able to create a business growth accelerator. Not a mastermind, not a program, not a curriculum, but an accelerator. So I kind of looked at how does Silicon Valley do this, right? How does tech companies do this? And I brought this back. So being able to, of course, have masterminds, being able to have all the components that you need from an accelerator. So having a mentor, having coaches, having people there that have been able to do this. And so we've built an entire team that allows for implementation support. We've built masterminds for in-person. We've built an online community. We've built an entire infrastructure to be able to take entrepreneurs that are at $50,000, $100,000, up to $250,000 a month and be able to, in a systematic way, bring them through a year-long process that takes a lot of work to be able to build your hustle, to be able to build your business into being a real business, one that distributes value every single day. And because at the end of the day, I didn't want to create a scenario. I didn't want to create another mastermind. I didn't want to create another coaching program. I wanted to create what I needed when I was at $1 million or $2 million a year in my business. And I always searched for it. And there was always this piece and always that piece and always this piece. But there was nobody that was able to take really a group of people that we've done and a group of entrepreneurs to help the next generation of entrepreneurs. And that's what we've done with Project Nuclear. And I'm really proud of what we've been able to do here because this is not, just some other program. This is not you just going in and just going through. This is the level of intimacy and the type of people that you need to be able to scale up. Because if you try to scale up by yourself, it's really difficult. I failed when $1 million in debt doing it, right? I've tried it many times. I've had a lot of failures. I've had a lot of good things. But overall, I knew there was a better way to do this. I knew there was a better way to be able to take somebody in that's at 50,000, 100,000 and be able to help them scale up. And you know what? I was right. And that's what we've been able to do. Time and time again, when a person has the right business, when a person is the right person, when it is the right market, and they have the right values alignment, we are able to systematically scale them over the span of a year. And we've been able to see it time and time again. And we have lots of results that we can share with you to show that, which may or may not be on this page, depending on where you view this video. I want you to apply for Project Nuclear if you're generating above $50,000 a month. I want you to apply for Project Nuclear if you want more than just a piggy bank to utilize on a month-by-month basis. I want you to apply for Project Nuclear if you're done just being an influencer on the internet. I want you to apply for Project Nuclear if you want to actually have a business that someday you can sell. I want you to be in Project Nuclear if you're ready to have the commitment and look yourself in the mirror and actually know that, yes, I want to have a business that supplies not just the lifestyle I want, not just the impact I want, but literally gets me to the place so I can wake up in any morning and be like, I'm doing what I was supposed to do here on planet Earth. Because we need more people like that. And the more you have a profitable business, the more you can be the truest, most authentic version of you. So all the details are probably either above this video, below this video, wherever it might be, whether it's through the application or reaching out to me. Take a look at this. Take a serious look at this. And if you're ready, apply today and let's see if this works for you. Because I know there's nothing out there that can do this. I know there's no group of people out there that can do this better than us. And it's time for us to be able to help you scale the mountain. I'll see you soon.